Did you share?
Yes,
दिख
sir.
नहीं रहे.
No, your screen is not coming. You have to do it once more.
Sir,
How to share and
Madhuri ma'am, shall I share PPT for
yes,
you?
yes. Just
Vivek
now
sir,
just now Rajashri, I have uploaded on the corrected PPT on our group.
in our group,
Forward group.
so you are not using that our old PPT that we have submitted?
No, same PPT is there.
Same is there, no?
पर
There is
मैडम,
Yeah, same.
मोहे मैम,
हाँ,
अरे वो पीपीटी आपका स्क्रीन दिख रहा है वो, पर वो वर्ड फाइल खुला है.
हाँ मैम,
हाँ,
मैम आप ये क्लोज करके एक बार ट्राई करेंगे
हाँ,
क्योंकि
तो
सर को मुझे वापस पोस्ट बनाना पड़ेगा उसका।
अभी स्क्रीन शेयर हो गया है, आप वो
तो
पीपीटी
जस्ट
ये
क्लोज
बंद
दैट
कीजिए वो.
पीपीटी मैम।
हाँ,
close.
जस्ट यहाँ से क्लोज कर दीजिए आप आपकी पीपीटी, सॉरी वर्ड फाइल एंड पीपीटी ओपन कर दीजिए।
एक मिनट. क्लोज हो रहा है, कहाँ से क्लोज?
You can stop sharing your screen. Let
Okay.
yeah, just stop sharing your screen. Let I think it was who was supposed to share?
राजेश्री,
Rashri. Yes, Rashri. You can share the screen and let her talk about it. Okay.
So, is my screen visible now?
yes.
Just a minute. Is it visible, Madhuri ma'am?
Can everybody see the screen?
Madhuri ma'am?
Yes. It is
हाँ,
visible.
yes.
Sir, just tell me, I'll just means go to the next slides whenever you will tell.
हाँ, yes. So, this is about the Costa Rica. हाँ, 1 minute. This is about the Costa Rica Green Revolution case study. So, how this Costa Rica small Latin American converted their state into means reversing deforestation and pioneering sustainable development. Next. So about the Costa Rica, this is just the introduction of Costa Rica. It is a small Central American nation with 5 million population. This is having the very, it is rich in tropical forest and biodiversity. Once upon a time, the total forest coverage was more than 75% in 1940s. You can see from this graph, in 1986, the 21% forest coverage was there, but there. In 2012, the total forest cover was almost 52%. So today, they are recognized as a global leader in environmental sustainability, and they achieved the 99.6% renewable electricity generation by 2023. Next. So, what was the environmental crisis in Costa Rica? So, because of rapid deforestation during 1970s and 1980s, the forest cover reduced from 75% to 25%, and the annual forest loss was almost 50,000 hectares. The main causes for this deforestation were agricultural expansion, logging activities, cutting down forests to make land for grazing cows. So the economic mindset was forests are the unproductive land and agriculture is the productive land. Next. So what was the issues in Costa Rica? So Costa Rica is having the geographical advantage in because they have the huge, you can say, river coast. So they leverage the geographical advantages for creating the hydropower and volcanic means geothermal energy, because the Costa Rica is because the Costa Rica is located on the ring of fire that is providing the intensive volcanic activities and big geothermal potential it is having. So with this, they have achieved 99.6% electricity from the renewable sources by 2023. So the emission sources are agriculture. Basically, the emission sources are agricultural and waste sector. Through waste sector means waste management is a major problem in Costa Rica, and because of that, methane and black carbon were emitting into the atmosphere. So waste management issues in 80% solid waste goes to landfill site. This is the major issue in Costa Rica. So the emissions were 1.86 million tons of carbon equivalent. And again, the land constraints and closure of dump sites are the major issues in the waste management sector. Next. So why Costa Rica went green? So what are the drivers and lessons for the world? So their economic strategy, ecotourism as a major revenue source, green branding as competitive advantage, then sustainability vision they are having, align the economy with environment, improve long-term social welfare, climate leadership set example for developing nations. So the key insights where Costa Rica offers a replicable blueprint for sustainable development. So the global lessons were environmental protection is the economic opportunity, importance of political will and policy continuity, integration of conservation plus development, and model for achieving sustainable development goal, that is so climate action and life on land, SDG 11 and SDG 13. Next. So what are the policies, how they achieve this target, or they transition from this Costa Rica transition from this stage to net zero. So the North Star for all Costa Rica applicant policy is the National Decarbonization Plan, NDP, by 2018 to 2050. Their goal is to achieve the zero net emissions economy by 2050. And they have set the 3 phases: foundation, 2018 to 2022, establishing digital metrics and pilot programs for this. Inflection, 2023 to 2030, scaling up of technologies and shifting market behaviors. Then massive deployment, 2031 to 2050, full replacement of fossil fuel infrastructure. So the transportation and mobility, since the transport is the largest source of emission, policies are more aggressive. So electric transportation provides deep tax exemption, VAT, customs, and property tax for 100% electric vehicles. It also grants non-financial perks like blue plate, parking, and exemption from driving day restrictions in San Jose. Public fleet mandates by 2035, the public target is for 70% of all public buses and taxis to be zero emission. Biofuel mandate starting in 2025, the new policy requires 10% of ethanol gasoline blend at all service stations to reduce the carbon intensity of existing internal combustion engines. Then the second is energy and fossil fuel moratorium. The Costa Rica's energy policy focuses on maintaining its 98% plus renewable grid while closing the door on fossil fuels. The oil moratorium is currently a presidential decree bans oils and gas exploration until 2050. As of 26, there is a major legislative push, Bill number 23.579, to turn this decree into a permanent law. So it cannot be overturned by the future presidents. So they have taken the care for this. Green hydrogen strategy by 2023, a new policy framework to position Costa Rica as an exporter of green hydrogen and to use it for hard to electrify sectors like heavy cargo and chemical industries. Smart grid strategy 2021 to 2031 for 10 years, aiming to install 1 million smart meters by 2026 to allow the decentralized energy production like home solar to feed back into the national grid. The next one sector is the agricultural and nature-based solutions. Policies in this sector focuses on carbon sinks, using the land to suck carbon out of the air. So for the sustainable landscape initiatives, focuses on restoring the degraded lands and increasing forest cover by 60% of the national territory. Then the second is low carbon nomads, sector-specific policies for coffee, livestock, and bananas. These reward farmers with the technical aid and the sea-neutral certifications if they use rotational grazing or reduce nitrogen fertilizers. Then third one is the payments for environmental services, PS, a world-renowned policy that pays landowners a monthly fee to keep forests standing rather than cutting them down for the cattle feed. So fourth is the waste and circular economy, National Circular Economy Strategy. Launched in 2023, this policy shifts away from take, make, waste. It prioritizes the construction and the agri-food sectors to ensure the materials they are used. National Composting Plan, a push to divert organic waste, the main source of methane, because waste management is the major issue in Costa Rica, from landfills toward the industrial composting facilities. Next. So the current status of Costa Rica and their impacts are mentioned over here. So Costa Rica is currently a global leader in greenhouse gas mitigation, primarily guided by the National Decarbonization Plan. Currently, in the inflection phase, 2023 to 2030, the country aims to achieve net zero emissions by 2050. As of early 2026, Costa Rica has strengthened its commitment through the updated nationally determined contribution NDC to the United Nations, targeting an approximately 53% reduction in net zero emissions by 2035. So this is the current status. Costa Rica presented its updated climate roadmap, COP30, at COP30. This new plan sets an economy-wide net emissions budget for the next decade, aiming for the approximate 53% reduction in GHG emissions. Electric vehicles boom. Progress in transport, the country's largest emission source, is accelerating. The EV fleet contemplated between 21 and late 24, with EVs reaching a 12% market share of new car sales by 2023. Renewable energy, the country maintains one of the world's cleanest grid, consistently generating over 98% of electricity from the renewable sources like hydro, wind, geothermal, and solar. Next, Climate Action Tracker rating. Costa Rica's policies and actions remain rated as 1.5 degrees Celsius compatible, a rare distinction among nations, meaning its domestic efforts align with the most ambitious goal of the Paris Agreement. Just now we have discussed about this 1.5 degrees Celsius. Forestry and conservation. Forest cover has successfully increased to approximately 60% of the land through the aggressive reforestation and the payments of environmental services program. And third, the waste management, a major source of methane. The government is implementing a national composting plan to ban the organic waste from landfills by 2030. So ongoing challenges are fossil fuel debate. There is an ongoing political friction regarding the proposed permanent ban on oil and gas exploration. While the moratorium exists, the current administration has expressed interest in exploring the domestic fossil fuel reserves, which critics argue contradicts the decarbonization plan. Fiscal space. Implementing the next phase of the plan is estimated to require roughly 1% of the national GDP annually over the next 5 years. Securing international climate finance is critical to meeting the most ambitious 2030 targets. The impacts of this renewable energy leadership. Costa Rica continues to lead in renewable electricity, utilizing it to power most of its economic activities, including growing EV fleet. Electric transportation. The policies have encouraged significant uptake of electric vehicles, which made up 12% of total vehicle sales in 2023. Economic benefits. It analyzes the analysis suggests that full implementation could yield substantial economic benefits through the lower operational cost and health benefits from the reduced pollution. And global examples, the plan alongside updated NDC's positions Costa Rica as a global leader in aligning environmental goals with economic development. So, at the last conclusion, Costa Rica is a global leader in renewable electricity and ambitious NDCs, combining conservation, electrification, and waste reforms to pursue net zero by 2050. So, the main takeaways: sustained finances, political alignment, and scaled electrification are required to secure the planned emission reductions. Thank you.
Good job done, team. Good job done. The best part I like of this presentation was completely data driven and centered with lot of references. This all the underlines you guys are seeing has been referenced. So that's a very distinct capability of people who has been in this group and worked hard. Good stuff. Now let me give some specifics to gain from it. Good stuff where obviously that you guys have listed down the clear strategic framework, their national decarbonization plan, that 2018-20 50, and you divided it and you talked about it. That's one of the best part because that's the real game changer for them. What I liked is that you integrated the nature-based solution, which was the payment for environmental service (PES). Yeah, uh, previous batch could not do the exploration there, so you guys did that. Quite an interesting subject, by the way. India should
Yes.
think about such kind of PES services. But then a lot of learn from, have you seen these case studies are adding a layer of learning which you can't get it. It's a completely new mind-boggling policy measures which we are seeing, and both country has a different DNA. One was losing its forest cover for which it was known because there was a cultural shift. 75% forest cover to 25%, right? That's what the number Dr. Mule was talking about. And then they realized this is not their DNA and they shifted back. And today the same shift is helping them to become a completely green economy. 98% of their energy is electrified now, is on renewables. So sometimes you have to look inside you to become a better person, and that's what this case study did. So integration was really nice. Holistic sector specific discussion was also I liked much. Yeah, where you have taken transportation, agriculture, low carbon namas, right? Namas.
Yes,
Low
Amas.
carbon namas, that agriculture part, yes, very interesting. And green hydrogen and smart grids, which they are pushing 12% of their EV conversation and transportation, which was possible. India is struggling, even though FAME 1 and FAME 2 is not able to achieve so much of, footing and grounds. So good job done there. What you guys could have done better is following three areas. One, I believe that you could have easily addressed the waste management bottleneck. You could have talked
Okay.
about more about it. Yes. So if you get a time, please do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that could, or send in the group, even other people will also learn, because waste to energy, a lot
Waste
of
to
people are
energy.
interested. Yes. So that could be national composting plan which they have could have
Mm-hmm.
been
In DC.
detailed here, that how they are putting a more balanced country hurdles, because see, food is their major best. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to consider those kind of, and they are very relevant to India. Second, visual data representation sometimes helps. However, I liked it. I like reading like this with references. But sometimes you can use some charts, graphs. There are very
Mm-hmm.
beautiful charts and graphs they have,
Yes.
that how the improvement has happened. So that might have helped, like inflection point. You could have shown the inflection point in
Mm-hmm.
an infographic. And nowadays, even 23 to 2030, there are software to do it. Not necessarily you should do your own. Means I take use of LLM, so you can also use any of those and create infographics, and that makes interesting to even the people who are not research oriented. Okay, they are just for fun. Still, they will watch those graphs. Last but not least, political friction. You mentioned about ongoing political friction, but you didn't detail it, because that's very interesting for people to know that how that exists. A deeper case study team should have analyzed the specific economic arguments which they are making right now. The proponent of exploration, they have stopped oil exploration. Can you believe, when prices are 130, what kind of political pressure they might be getting today?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they might be getting today. But and then the other party is saying that because of that they are not attracting too many bad actors in the country as well, since 2050 is their target, right? They have stopped the exploration
Yes.
till 2050. So very good job team. Yes, but these three area you could have easily enhanced your presentation, and other people would have enjoyed as well. Okay,
Sir,
but
actually, we were
Yes, yes.
supposed to do that as you said, no dashboards, but we missed him.
okay,
We'll
okay,
definitely improve
It's
it.
a
but next
combined
time
effort
do
of
it.
Rajashri, me, and Poonam.
But good job done. But good job done. Yeah, the lady
So we
power is
have
been seen.
we have
Yes.
seen so many videos. YouTube videos are also there on Costa Rica, sir.
Oh, yeah,
Costa Rica.
you can show that. In one of the
Uh,
batches, one person brought that. They have their
That
own country video.
yes, sir. The president is coming in forward and
coming,
they are
Yeah,
informing.
they talked about eco
Yes,
village as well. So
yes, sir.
eco
Yes,
tourism, how that country is
ecotourism.
promoting,
yes,
etc.
yes.
Good job, but good job everyone. Please clap for them once more,
Thank you,
and
sir.
let's
Thank you,
invite
sir.
the other team members for IKEA, Ritu and team.
So one thing I want to add,
Yes,
like
Neha.
whatever these two countries are doing, Denmark and Costa Rica,
Yes,
it's not that difficult to implement.
that is
Like,
the point.
but
That's
because they are
exactly.
small countries and
Yes, yes.
people are also less there,
Yes,
तो they are easily getting implemented. जो भी वो पॉलिसी बनाते हैं वो implement जल्दी हो जाती है. But
बराबर.
with a country like India, which is too big and with such a population of 140 crores, बस implementation का problem है. Otherwise, everybody is like nowadays हमारी generation तो well aware है. Gen Z are more than well
much
aware.
well aware. They are much well aware.
They are more than well aware.
Yes,
So it's not like कि हम लोग aware नहीं है. It's like कि being a such big country वो थोड़ा implementation में हमारा
बिल्कुल
थोड़ा
बिल्कुल
problem आ रहा है.
बिल्कुल, इसीलिए
Otherwise
मैंने
हम लोग I think
सर इनका 5
हो तो
मिलियन
रहा
का
ही है इंडिया में
पॉपुलेशन.
ये भी सब. एफॉरेस्टेशन पे everybody is
yeah, we
so
we have our
पौधे उगा रहे हैं सब सब कर रहे हैं
absolutely,
सब.
absolutely, and that cover has increased this year. How many of you are
Yes,
aware?
sir.
22%.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes,
22%.
Yes
that's
sir.
a massive,
कोई भी
massive
ऐसी
growth.
मुझे नहीं लगता कोई भी ऐसी जहाँ पे पेड़ उग सकता है वहां पे वो नहीं उगा रहे
नहीं
हैं.
उगा रहे हैं. बिल्कुल बिल्कुल बिल्कुल. We are trying our level
मे बी
best.
हाँ फॉरेस्ट में भी सारे जो भी स्टेट्स हैं जिनके जिनके उसमें ज्यादा फॉरेस्ट कवर है मतलब डिस्पर्जल एयर सीड डिस्पर्जल हो रहा है.
Absolutely, absolutely, and that
हाँ
is why we have given
इवन दिल्ली
two
में भी संजय वन वगैरह में वो लोग नए सीड्स
new
ऐसे ही
kind of
देते हैं. हाँ
yes
हम्म
species also they are putting.
डाइवर्सिटी
I
बढ़ाने के
I
लिए.
want to add one thing here, uh, sir. So the
Yes.
thing is that even I read in the book. So basically, जो नेहा मैडम ने बोला कि the population we have. So basically the leaders, what the leaders thought about the asset means Mao from China. He has thought that our population is our asset, and
Yes, sir. Young
he
population.
educated. De novo education is there. More than 90% people are literate there in China, and they utilize their everyone's hard work for the coming up. And in India, from NCRT books, I am reading everywhere. Our problem is population. Our problem is population.
No, but our problem is not a population. Rightly said by Swapnil, क्योंकि हमारा जो youngsters का population है सर, that is the benefit for India.
Absolutely, it's a
हाँ,
demographic
it's an asset
dividend.
for us, right?
It's a demographic dividend,
Mhm.
but they have to be educated and
Yes, yes, yes.
better educated. Yeah,
Employment should get to 2 crore people should get
Yes,
employed every year. तो
yes,
वो
yes. Employment
सिस्टम
का
ऐसे होना
problem.
चाहिए कि इस तरीके से हो ऐसे. That is again a
in
one point.
Bangalore, it's raining like cats and dogs. Yeah, it is really interesting.
Sir, where are you now?
In Bangalore, I'm talking about. It's raining really heavily.
You are
Right
now
now.
in Bangalore?
In Bangalore, in Bangalore.
Okay.
थोड़ा थोड़ा इंडिया की थोड़ा डेमोग्राफिक भी ऐसा है कि अब दिल्ली का हम लोग वी कैन नॉट हेल्प इट
Yes, yes.
क्योंकि जिस विंटर सीजन में यहाँ पे इतना पोल्यूशन हो जाता है दिल्ली जो है वो एक सिंक बन जाता है. इट्स नॉट जस्ट कि वहां पे हाँ कि वहां पे ट्रांसपोर्टेशन बहुत ज्यादा है या वहां पे पराली जला रहे हैं लेकिन वो सिंक बन जाता है दिल्ली क्योंकि एयर उधर से फ्लो कर रही है टुवर्ड्स दिल्ली और दिल्ली में इतने मतलब थोड़ा कंस्ट्रक्शन तो ज्यादा ही हाई राइज बिल्डिंग्स है तो वो है ना पास नहीं हो पाती है वो हवा.
Right.
इट जस्ट सिंक डाउन और थोड़ा विंटर्स है तो ऑब्वियसली इन्वर्जन की वजह से वो वहीं रह जाता
वो
है.
पोल्यूशन
second
लो
thing-
लेवल पे होता है. पोल्यूशन जो
And
होता है
second
वो
thing,
लो लेवल पे होता है.
Bombay have this advantage कि it is on the seashore.
सी श्योर. हाँ.
Yes, तो जो pollution
Yes.
होता है वो भी ये होता है
और हवा भी
dilute
थोड़ा
होता है.
तेज चलता है वहां सी शोर के आसपास थोड़ा
And जबरदस्त बारिश गिरता है. जबरदस्त बारिश गिरता है.
डिस्पर्जन हाँ बारिश होता है तो
And sir,
दैट इज वाई. और ऐसे चाइना का आपने बोला ना मिस्टर स्वप्निल तो
Yes.
दैट इज द ओनली पॉइंट इज चाइना में ना हमारे जैसे सेक्युलर गवर्नमेंट नहीं है.
करेक्ट.
सेक्युलर भी नहीं है,
हाँ,
डेमोक्रेसी नहीं है. They have communist kind
हाँ
of a thing.
डेमोक्रेसी नहीं है
Communist
मतलब
communist policies
उनका
are
लीडर
dependent only on.
हाँ उनका लीडर जो बोल देता है इट हैज टू बी
Yes.
taken up by the
So,
people of China.
it is basically a clash of principle. Democracy cannot be implemented everywhere.
और वहां के they cannot stand against whatever is said by the leader. इंडिया
correct.
में तो मोदी जी
Strike हो
अगर बोल
जाता
दें
है,
कि थाली
strike
बजानी है
हो जाता
पोपट
है,
में, तो उसमें भी खड़े हो जाते हैं, नहीं हम
strike
क्यों
नहीं,
होता है।
बजाएंगे ताली।
तो क्या है, इसलिए डेमोक्रेसी इंप्लीमेंट नहीं होती एकदम इमीडिएटली। घर में अगर चार लोगों ने बोल दिया चार सब्जियां बनाएंगे ना, तो मम्मी
हाँ,
फेंक के मारेगी कुछ तो कि चार सब्जियां नहीं बनेगी। तो इट इज लाइक दैट, डेमोक्रेसी कैनॉट बी इम्प्लीमेंटेड, पर वो स्लो हो रही है, पर उसके बेनिफिट्स है वो फाइनली
हाँ
डिस्कस करके कि
नहीं,
फाइनली कौन सी
बड़े
सब्जी
लोग,
बनेगी।
हाँ बड़े लोग बोलेंगे दो ही सब्जी बनेगी, और छोटा बच्चा बोलेगा मैं तो ये खाऊंगा ही नहीं, मेरे लिए तो वही बनेगी। तो एवरीबडी हैज देयर से।
And I want to add here, as a sir told that forest cover is increasing, right? But as a botanist and as a studying from that background, forestation and all these kind of things, sir, actually people have observed the forest cover is increasing, but unfortunately, जो quality of cover बढ़ना चाहिए ना, that is not increasing.
yes,
मीन्स जो हो रहा है ना, तो कैसे, मतलब वाइल्ड लाइफ सेंचुरी जहाँ पे डिफॉरेस्टेशन हुआ है, वहाँ पे नीलगिरीज के या जो इंडिजिनियस एंडेमिक प्लांट्स नहीं है उनके कल्टीवेशन हो रहे हैं। आई एम नॉट सेइंग लाइक दैट, बट द वे
No, no,
दे
that's the
शुड।
truth. Swapnil, that's the truth. Indigenous plant has to be propagated rather than the foreign ones. And this is
foreign.
एग्जैक्टली।
exactly the problem. You are right. You are
या
right.
एंड यस, एंड वो क्या होता है जब भी बाहर के प्लांट लगा देते हैं ना, तो उसको एक बॉटनिकल इसमें ये है कि वो एनक्रोचमेंट हो जाता है। तो दे
Correct.
इवन दे ग्रो इन सच अ फास्ट वे कि वो दूसरे वो इकोसिस्टम में जो दूसरे प्लांट्स हैं उनको हार्म करता है। दैट इज अ प्रॉब्लम। तो
Yeah,
इट इज दैट।
I have activated. Is the Mahat is there in the class? He is writing all the observation in the chat, in the WhatsApp chat. Whatever he's listening here, he's writing in the WhatsApp chat. Is he
No, no,
not
he
there?
is not there. I think so. He is not there. I
Oh,
think
but
so.
he's
He
talking about China
apologized.
right now. He's
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about China. As we
He apologized because he is outside of somewhere.
So who will be presenting then in his absence?
Sir,
Yes,
I
he is not from group
Oh,
two.
okay,
Ritu
okay. Go
ma'am
ahead
will
and
present
say,
for group
yes.
two.
Let's
Yeah,
complete that. And by the way, day after tomorrow, yes, good. We have started discussing about debates and discussions. There is a debate, okay, which is a key, learning methodology in our system. So the debate will be exactly what today Neha has raised. And the debate will be between four different roles. Okay, so four roles will be there. And now I want a topic, and topic which came to my mind was two. You guys need to suggest more if you have, but it has to be controversial topic, and we have to take a side to it just to see that how climate action works in real life. And the topics are: can we follow China model for Delhi smoke problem? One topic, number one. This has happened last time, but still I want to continue with that. And second is the Aravalli Ghats. Does Supreme Court did a right stuff or could have done better? And please understand, we are not saying to and fro discussion, to and against discussion. What we are doing is there will be four different roles, and there will be four different groups here. Out of 15 people we have, so everybody can choose their side. One person will become, or three different side. Actually, one becomes redundant, so we will do it three. First will be the government official, okay, who is responsible to overlook that area. If it is Delhi smoke, then he is from Ministry of Environmental and Forest Science. He is putting his point of view, why government is doing and what they are doing, yeah, and why they can't follow exactly China, or they can follow China and what they are following. So you have to tell exactly what government is doing in that role. So few people will take that role, okay, and we will give that open forum that who is taking which role. Second will be the CEO, who is the in charge of implementing that process. For example, in the case of Aravalli Ghat, you will be the representative of the court. There will be government who is fighting that we can mine it, we are not disturbing the ecosystem, or we can reduce the height of there is a debate of height, right? Aravalli Ghats, how many of you know what is the problem in Aravalli?
Yes, sir.
You are aware, right? So that Aravalli
Yes, sir.
discussion we are talking about. So one side will be here, instead of CEO, you will be the judge of Supreme Court who is taking a call or not taking a call. You have to justify your point of view. So you have to do a research, find it out what was the findings, why he first given that okay, government point is right, allow, and then later on ban it. You have to justify all the sides. And the third person in all both cases will be a individual which is environmentalist. Yeah, his job is to protect the environment. He doesn't care about economics, he doesn't care about anything else, he just care about his environment. Okay, and he is passionate about it. So he will talk about his research, his discussion, his passion, why he wants to get Delhi cleaner, faster. Maybe China model, doesn't matter to him, but he wants his kid to be raised without a smoke, right? So that is the environmentalist role. All three of them has to be contradicting to each other, not from the concept, but on the point of view. Doesn't matter. And that's how we will learn. When we will stretch a topic, we will learn massively. Trust me, the learning which will happen on that day will be completely out of the blue moon. So let's debate, let's have a moot court happening on Tuesday. Yes, so do your research. Now first, select which topic you like, one by one. Number one or number two. I have opened the chat box so you can type it in. Number one or number two. Number one is, can we follow China model to clean Delhi? Smog problem. Can we address it? Because they did it. In 3 years they did it, and now for last 4 years, Beijing is completely clean. So can Delhi follow Beijing and regressively apply all the things which China did? Why we are not doing it? And second topic, oh, massive number of people are saying second, which is Aravali. Okay. 2, 1, 2. How many people are saying choose one side? Choose one side. Yeah, we can't be neutral here. There is nothing called neutral. We have to select a topic and be passionate about it. And you have to research anyway. You have to research. Okay, Mahat is saying 1. Himanshu is saying 1. Now everybody is choosing. Okay, 1. Okay. I would have preferred 2. Trust me, I would have preferred 2 because 1 has already happened. Okay, last batch did 1. But it never reached to conclusion, and I still see lot of discussion can happen. This discussion will be 1.5 hour max. Okay, 1 hour is our time limit, and then half an hour to summarize. We will be doing a last round. So 1.5 hour max. Okay.
सर एक्चुअली 2 करना चाहिए क्योंकि वो ज्यादा लोगों को नहीं पता है. दिल्ली इशू इज वेरी हॉट एंड लोगों ने सुना नहीं.
Whoever are sitting on fringe, they have to take a side now. Okay, Seetal is writing directly to me. She is saying 2. So Seetal has voted for 2, Swapnil 2. So all S people are voting 2. It looks like 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 people have voted for this one, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people have voted for first. Swapnil convinced me. I'm changing to 2. Okay, Mahat. Okay, so now then the things happened. Like last time, Dr. Mule changed side and somebody has done it. Okay, let Jovin come in. Jovin is trying to come in. Let's hear from him as well. Where is Madhvendra? Where is Madhvendra? Yeah.
Madhvendra sir today is not there, I think so.
Oh yeah, he's not there. Otherwise we could have taken. Okay, good. Jovin. Hello. Am I audible, Jovin?
Sir, let's take a poll on WhatsApp so that everybody will be there.
No, that we will do, but we have to decide a topic. That is the most riskiest poll, Rashri, that is
Sir,
the most risky.
We'll put both the topics and we'll just take the vote.
The time will not be there, Rashri. Time will not be there. We have to give the topic and then you have to prepare your topic, right? You have only 1 day and you have to post-read material as well. Okay? And it will require little research because it will be obvious. When you are speaking, you can't not know it when you are discussing it, right? You can still write through LLMs, but when you are talking about it, you have to know it. So it will require little reading. So I want everybody to read, and their position they have to read, not everything. Jovin, we are talking about 2 topics, okay, for day after tomorrow debate. Topic number 1 is, can Delhi follow China or Beijing model of implementing and removing smog completely with iron hand, whatever method they have applied? Can we follow completely? If yes, if no, doesn't matter. We will have 3 sides discussing it, not 2 sides. Okay, so it's not 2-way discussion. Second topic is, Uh, what do you think the Aravalli Ghats decision which Supreme Court took earlier and later on withdrawn? What is your view on that? Okay, so what is the challenge, how to address, and what are the thought process you have? And the three positions which people are taking is, so Jovin, you have to select one, either number one or number two, and once we will select that, then people will come into three different groups. Group number one is a government official who is putting his point of view. If they are trying to follow China or Beijing and why they are failing, they have to put that point. Or they can't follow. They can have their own mindset. And you have to talk about it doing after the research of Delhi. Specifically, CPCB is in the limelight right now for this case. This case is dealt by CPCB. So what is
Sir,
the...
Jovin said something. His mic is blocked. Something
No, how his mic is blocked? Everybody's mic is on.
on, right?
I can't block one's mic, right?
Perna madam also said two.
Two. Okay, so everybody is two now. Done. So we are done with the two. We are going with Aravalli Ghats issue. Now three positions are there. One is government official who has fighting the case that it should be allowed for the growth of country. We need to allow part of it to be mined. And in that case, if that is height of, or reduction of, or the waiver of the height is given, it should be given to Aravalli Ghats. That is the government official point of view. So that is position number one. Position number two is law or the jurisprudence, the judge. Yes, what is their mandate, why they allowed earlier and why they changed their mind, what they are trying to achieve here. Okay, why they brought this controversy in first place, why they didn't address it with iron hand or with the proper knowledge. That is the point of view judge team will do. So you can select a position of judge, which is position number two, and position number three is environmentalist. And not necessarily you have to come in khadi ka suit. Okay, you can come in suit, you can come in any dress you want to. But the environmentalist is little passionate about environment, and he doesn't care what government, what jurisprudence says. He says it is most precious item for me. 1, 2, 3. Everyone go ahead and select. 1, 2, 3. Quick. Okay, Swapnil is 3. Somebody said law. Neha said 2. Neha said 2. Prerna is 3. Ritu is 3. Can somebody create a vote in our main group? Can somebody create that vote and let people vote there? That was a good idea, I believe. Yes?
Wait, sir. I will create.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Just write the name, environmentalist, judge, and government official. Very good. Now go ahead, Ritu, and share your screen and finish the presentation, please. This is happening day after.
Sir, you say first is government, no?
First is government, second is judge, third is environmentalist.
Sir, my screen is visible.
Yes, it is. Just make it full screen.
One. So it's visible. So just give me 1 minute. Just give me 1 minute, please.
Sir, I posted the poll.
Awesome. Let everybody vote there.
Yeah.
Sir, I'll start. Am I audible?
Yes, you are. Please.
Yeah. So here is the IKEA case study, and team 2, please feel free to add in your points also as we go along. So we'll begin with the company background. IKEA was established in 1943 by Ingvar Kamprad, and right from the starting, his philosophy was to make furniture which is for everyone. So based on that, they always they were very innovative in their designs, and they always focused on affordability and accessibility to all. Keeping this in mind, they always even designed their furniture, keeping in mind the form, function, the quality, and the sustainability, and of course affordability. So maintaining the prices to be lower. They work on a franchisee system, and Inter IKEA is a group which is the franchisor and the brand owner. There are like 12 franchisee groups. Inca Group is the largest group, which operates 483 stores across 63 countries. The value chain boundary is they cover scope 1, 2, and 3, from raw material extraction to end of life. For their raw materials, they focus on shifting to 100% renewable or recycled materials by 2030. This is their target. Food, currently they are 98% is FSC certified. FSC is the Stewardship Council, which is a global certification that promotes responsible management of world's forest through timber certification. Cotton is 100% from Better Cotton Initiative sources. Plastic, phasing out virgin fossil-based plastic from packaging by 2028. So IKEA mainly tries, because wood is their main raw material, and it can be like a major point of controversy, or it can be questioned right away. So they focus on certifications, and FSC certification plays quite an important role for getting their raw material. So in terms of the decarbonization, their baseline year was 2016, and from that year till 2024, they have already gone down to 28%. Their emissions in the year FY24 were 21.3 million tons, which is already a 28% reduction. And by 2030, they aim to halve absolute emissions across the entire value chain. So yeah, 28% total absolute reduction, upstream and downstream. Upstream 99%, and downstream 34% relative volume based. Like I mentioned, they cover the scope 1, 2, and 3. Scope 3 being of course the highest share, as we know, includes material, production, logistics, and product use. So, because they are so focused on sustainability, they've an internal system which is developed, which is called Sustain. It helps them in internal tool for footprint calculation based on fuel, gas, and electricity consumption, multiplied by specific emission factors. This is a system which is IKEA owned and developed by them. They use this objectives and key results methodology, again, to better measure and monitor the objectives, the outcomes. The data measurement unit is, of course, CO2 equivalent. So yeah, absolute reduction since FY16 is 70.6, and renewable energy by which is the same thing, which they have reduced by 71%, which I mentioned in the earlier slide also. Strategic investment is they have invested 4.3 billion euros committed to wind and solar farms since 2009 to secure clean energy supply. The supply chain transformation, direct suppliers are from 401 factories. 44% have achieved 100% renewable energy. The whole model is partnership driven, and they focus on long-term supplier relationships to drive capital incentive transitions. IKEA's code of conduct includes enhanced protections. So even as in they focus on each and every aspect, or where they can basically work or reduce emissions. So even seafarers' rights, where their furniture is kind of uh, uh, you know the sea route is used. So even in that level, animal welfare, environmental standards in agriculture, even to the level that even the food that is available in IKEA stores, if you go in the cafeterias, they even make sure that is they encourage plant-based food even there. Circular business design. So they design it in such a way that it allows easy tool assembly and disassembly, and democratic design integration. Every product is evaluated for disassembly, repair, and potential for high-grade recycling, transitioning from a linear model to a closed-loop system where waste becomes a resource. So just a diagram to basically show that how they work in terms of uh, even in terms of designing, whether so that it is easy for a person to, when the furniture as it comes in different parts, so it should be easy for a person to be able to assemble and disassemble by themselves. And yeah, the idea is to increase basically the longevity of the use of the furniture. They have a circular services. They now it has started in India also. The 424 stores feature as is areas selling display of and pre-loved furniture. They have buyback and resell, which I even personally feel is a very it will definitely kind of even if I was not buying it earlier, if I have this facility, I will definitely give it a try. Why not? I mean, everybody will want to kind of change the furniture after some time. So available in 28 countries, and scales product life by returning items to the store. Spare parts, online system providing assembly parts to customers to extend product utility. So this diagram is basically showing the loop where you initially purchase the furniture, you have the buyback policy, and even from there, as is, you can still further give it to the store where it can be sold again. The spare parts is available, so you are you don't, if the spare parts are available easily, you'll probably use it for some more time rather than discarding it straight away. The zero emission strategy, they have updated their 100% from 100% by 2025 to 90% by 2028 due to global infrastructure challenges. And in India, in particular, they are doing a lot of, they've taken a lot of initiatives. Strategy focuses on making sustainable living affordable in the Indian region. There is this slide which gives a better picture. So they are supporting schools, Shanti Bhavan School, and a new generation trust, where laptops are donated, and installing solar lights, street lights for safety and utility. They've taken up partnership with Selco Foundation to provide solar for productive uses. And so this particular part, I have not really researched it further, but it says a Hangbrock collection employing women with limited financial means to process glass waste into 100% recycled mouth-blown glassware. So these are some of the things they are doing in India. In terms of their social sustainability, they of course ensure they've 53.4% women in the workforce, and yeah, so they encourage equal opportunities to both the genders. And so while the journey as of now, or the story as of now, may seem to be very where they're getting it all right, but they did face some challenges, because like I mentioned, the main raw material is wood, and they did get into a lot. They did face some criticism from Greenpeace about the procurement of wood from Critic argue the Romanian FSC standard, last updated in 2000, fails to meet EU 2030 strict protection targets. Logging ancient forests maybe it irrevocably destroys irreplaceable system. So this is the challenge that they faced. And while I'm presenting the case study, this was also a thing which I had in mind, and I was thinking whether how can actually it be sustainable? Can it be sustainable? Because ultimately they are making wood furniture, and which is also a fast moving item. So I am kind of closing this presentation with this slide here, and we can discuss it further. So the equation, I mean, the flat pack efficiency, affordability plus affordability. Of course, it is an irresistible high volume global consumption, but the constraint is wood, which is a finite planetary boundary. So yeah, I'll just read this out. A fundamental contradiction exists between net zero ambitions and a mass consumption business model. Achieving rock bottom prices historically demands unfathomable volumes of raw materials, driving a disposable culture that undermines circularity effort. Sorry. So yeah, that's it.
Good job, team. Yes, Ritu and team, good job. What I like is, of course, the presentation is really well designed. Lot of furnitures and beautiful architectures. Good job there. Uh, uh, and also, it covers all the area where they are doing good, where they are doing bad, and how it is working in their favor. And the last slide is a game changer because you have also highlighted what you didn't like, your personal opinion. So, more or less, presentation is okay, but what I like most, if you ask me, three areas. Then excellent use of a strategic pillar which you talked about, right? The circular, climate positive, fair and equal, and health and sustainable living. The structure makes the complex structure like this better to understand and better to deliver. A second thing which I also like was a strong integration of brand identity which they are following. That mist and water saving, I don't know how to pronounce, and wood roll, yeah, those plant-based wood roll balls. These are the small things, but have lot of implications. So you highlighted that. That's a very good stuff. The democratic design, right? That was your heading there, democratic design. And now the last one which I liked was the clear timeline which you showed. Very good, yeah. Clear timeline which was shown in the beginning, that 2025 they have a 100% goal, and 2030 they have a goal for all product made to be renewable and recycled. This slide, yes, absolutely. However, it's a kind of juxtaposed slide. I don't know which side you will go up and which side you will come down, but an absolutely interesting slide. 100% in emissions, 28% absolute drop in the total climate footprint. This slide was well laid out. So I like this one. Yes, what you could have added more to make it more, better, you three of you, and this is what the others should also learn, that whenever you are showing the data visualization, like 15% in absolute terms of by 2030, right? Where have you mentioned that? 15% absolute reduction. I think not in this slide.
Actually, I also after that in this, right?
Yeah.
I also felt something. I think I made some mistakes,
So this could be waterfall chart, I believe. That's what you should have done. But anyway, good stuff. Raw material versus transport, you would have shown there. So anyway, that was good, and I also like that operational how-to slide. Very well done, right? You took us through the circular IKEA movement, back and resale, and what a thought process. They are not shying away with putting a used material in their showroom and selling it. They are taking a pride in it.
Yes,
Have you seen
definitely.
in car
I
industry?
read a Instagram reel in which is actually started in India stores also.
That
on
is
the group
beauty.
ahead.
This is look, they are not shameful about it. They are making a lifestyle.
Hmm.
Mercedes are never get sold in the same showroom where they sell the new cars. Do you know that? They will keep a separate store for that, the resale cars. Okay, so we need to change this thought process. We have to take a pride in the circularity. We need to take a pride in this. There will be some people who are looking for showroom for that, and they can come and buy those cars which are on resale. They are outside, right? Mostly they will be getting dust. Okay, only few resellers will keep them very shining. So the people who buy the second hand, they should not feel they are buying second. Yeah, they are buying the new one, like, because it's a part of circularity. So we need to create a pride in such kind of processes, and that's what I like this. Okay, very good
Even
job IKEA is doing.
early
And
than old brands.
क्या बोल रहे हैं,
Sorry, sir.
सॉरी?
You continue. Yeah, so even this car brand show that the कितना गाड़ी पुराना है and वो अच्छे कंडीशन में देखे, so उसकी वैल्यू भी बढ़ जाती है.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल, एब्सोल्युटली। और फिर खरीदने वाले को ऐसा नहीं लगता है, खरीदने वाला गेट्स अ प्राइड इन इट। यस,
Yeah,
मर्सिडीज
definitely.
लेके जा रहा हूँ, irrespective of
Uh,
it is फर्स्ट हैंड और सेकंड हैंड, मर्सिडीज इज मर्सिडीज। A last
Mercedes.
thing which I liked about their contextualizing the global challenges, awesome job there. The last slide was game, last two slides specifically, where they have a FSC claim and then they have the previous to this one, FSC claim versus, yeah. So if they are one side, they are saying that legal logging is happening. FSC certification is very difficult, by the way, just to let you know, guys. And they are into wood cutting. If they will not cut the wood, how they will make it? Synthetic woods are also made of wood. Are you with me? Because that's the
Yes,
best
yes,
way
yes.
to do it. So
Definitely.
today, highlighting that challenge, I really liked it. So good job done, team. 59 square
Thank
kilometer of high biodiversity.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Great learning, great learning. Yes. Okay, looking forward to day after tomorrow debate as well. I hope you will bring a lot of research material and you will talk about it in your position. I'm seeing only 1% has taken the government job, which is of course a very sincere guy has taken, but I want few more people to take. Okay, so not everybody should be environmentalist. Of course, it is easy side. It is always easier to take environmentalist role, right? Whatever is happening is not right. You have to just protest. Yeah, but it's very difficult to prove that whatever is happening is also right. So please take the other side of equation, which is environmentalist as well, and government or that position, judge position. So okay, Jovin is driving, so he cannot do anything. No problem. So take the sides, and we are looking forward to Wednesday discussion, debate, and then we will
Sir,
start a new one.
there are two topics. One topic we missed, that is a
No, no,
carbon
only
credit
one
also.
topic we are debating. You will not have enough time, okay? You
Yeah.
don't
No, no,
know.
no. I just reminding you कि we actually miss carbon credit वाला भी, जो एक
क्या
टॉपिक
कार्बन,
ही है.
अरे कार्बन क्रेडिट तो मेरे को कवर करना है, मॉड्यूल का सेकंड पार्ट है,
Okay, okay.
फिफ्थ मॉड्यूल है वो, डोंट वरी। आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट वी आर स्टार्टिंग विद द सेशन व्हिच इज वन सेशन ओनली, ओके? चलो गाइस, बाय बाय, टेक केयर एंड सी यू।
you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
गुड
Thank you.
नाइट,
Bye,
सब
bye.
खैर।
Thank you, sir.